Hello everybody, welcome to YN and happy Halloween, All Hallows Eve to everyone, you guys who celebrate. I hope everybody is safe, happy and healthy and getting lots of candy. I can feel the cavities in my tooth already. Oh, what a joyous Halloween, what a rainy Halloween it probably is, because I'm recording this on Tuesday and it's been pouring all day here in Brampton. So, oh, fun times. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, so we're going to be watching the honest trailer today, and it is the honest trailer for what is, without a doubt, my second favorite movie of the year, Alien Romulus. I love this movie so much. I guess this is my kind of review of the film. Yeah, no, I love this movie. This is gonna get my internet card taken away, but this might be my favorite Alien movie. Like I didn't grow up with the first one or the second one really. My first Alien movie was Alien vs. Predator. So a lot of the issues with the callbacks that people had in this film, I didn't have those issues. They didn't bother me at all, really. So I could kind of just enjoy this movie for what it was. It's super weird. It's super crazy. But just the aesthetic, like it's so good. And without a doubt has the best trailer that I've seen in a very long time. Like, this is the best trailer of the year. Goes to Alien Romulus. So that's how I feel. So we're going to see what the guys over at Screen Junkies feel. But before we do that, if you're new here and you haven't seen any of the trailer reactions or reviews or discussions or games that we've done so far, feel free to view them. Like this video so you enjoy what you're seeing. Subscribe to YN so you don't miss out on all the nonsense. I hope see you guys later, where we are going to be doing the live stream of Haunting in Hogsmeade, Hogwarts Legacy. I hope to see you all there. And please enjoy the reaction. Let's go. Spooky. I love this movie so much!
You've seen Alien Screw with Space Truckers.
I have.
Space Marines.
Yep.
And rejects from Space Jam. Now, prepare for DJ Fede Alvarez to remix the classics into something brand new.
I'm Science Officer Rook.
Okay, slightly new.
Right, this is what the Colonial Marines used.
At certain points new. Only knew when they birth a full-grown Michael Rappaport.
Miserable motherless
I mean Romulus. For Weyland-Yutani, a company formed by the merger of SpaceX and Amazon.
Yeah.
Of workers, you're being transferred to the mines.
They failed to contain a xenomorph outbreak for what, like the 100th time? And now, the perfect killing machines you remember face off against a new challenger. This gang of clueless orphans.
Should be in and out in 30 minutes.
In the easiest win for an alien since Omni-Man vs. Rush Hour. I know it's the worst line in the franchise, but Weyland-Yutani deserves what's coming for it.
Bought out by Walmart.
Ironically, that's the only place you can still find Alien vs. Predator.
That's a good point. That's where I got it. That's where I bought it.
The actress who bought all the vowels. Kaylee Spade.
Kaylee Spade.
She's Rain, a beautiful child of mine workers dreaming of a better future, like Zoolander in space.
Hey, Pop. I thought maybe I could work the mines with you guys.
Her only companion is Andy the android. He was meant to help raise her, but in a cruel twist of fate, he was only built for dad jokes.
Why don't monsters eat clowns?
Because they taste funny.
And he crashes more than Windows 2000.
I'm resetting you.
Stupid.
Right, did I do something wrong? He's just frozen up.
He's just rebooting. It's gonna take a couple of minutes.
But Rain can still count on her trusty robot to help with some light fingering.
It's the Android special, man.
and to know just
Finger a good
enough
computer.
to set up the stakes, but never enough to break the tension.
They track heat by sound, but primarily by heat signature.
If we raise the temperature in the room to match our bodies, would that make us invisible to them?
Just one way to find out. That amount of current will violently contract his tail flexors and will break her neck.
He's so good in this movie. David Johnson's fantastic in this
So what's
movie.
the point in giving us the guns?
Because the creature may see it as a threat. And maybe won't charge us dead on.
Maybe.
Big maybe.
Maybe.
Big
Thanks,
maybe.
Andy. That's almost helpful.
Pretty vague.
Joining them is the Goonies. If they often said die, Tyler the Orphan says he learned to soldier from video games.
Where'd you learn all this?
Games and magazines.
But when this is what games look like, I call shenanigans. That guy's a Marine whose backstory got cut.
This is an F-44A pulse rifle. It's rotating breech electronic pulse actions.
I never thought about
Orphan
that.
hates androids for orphaning him.
We're all just orphans, man.
And he made a solemn vow to never speak legibly again.
No, I heard that cryo sleep just makes your ears feel like one night of heavy drinking, apparently.
Do you want mine? Navarro is an who's killed off right away, thinking her job can be replaced by 2 buttons.
Press the button.
And Kay is an orphan.
We like
who is
Navarro.
way too pregnant to go on a space heist.
Yes.
One of the weird craving strikes for like pickles or the goo from Prometheus. Prequel goo.
Stay tuned about that.
Together, they'll have to deal with a zoo's worth of Xenos, featuring the most awkward facehuggers in franchise history, who can't see you if it's too warm, and share an AI app sense for where a face should be. Almost. Oh, wrong side, other side. Okay, but imagine how good they'll be in another 5 years. But the real threats come from the franchise's usual gang of spiky parasitic plus one undrafted center from Serbia who's going to turn things around for the Pistons next season. And the ultimate villain to anyone who's ever played a video game, Doors.
Never trusted him. Never trusted a door. My worst enemy. Oh, man.
You almost closed the door on it.
Yes, but
I didn't.
Open the door.
I'm afraid I must deny your petition.
Screw you, Rook.
Please open the door. Why didn't you help me?
there was nothing I could have done to save her.
Could have opened up.
I never noticed that,
Obviously,
actually.
plotting against them from the start is Rook, a sin.
Oh, here we go.
Every entertainment company, still trying to do his job despite being slashed in half.
I humbly request your services now to finish our mission.
Just in time for spooky season, Ian Holmes stars From Beyond the Grave.
Get out. However you got in.
In a performance that does for acting what Snapchat filters did for portraits. And sure, a human actor could have brought something new to this role and wouldn't have made the film complicit in the same ghoulish greed it rails against.
Have mercy and end her life now.
That's it.
That didn't bother
for a
me.
fun but safe take on some sci-fi horror classics that's got the same old grimy dystopian look. Even
I wouldn't
though
say
no touch
the
screens
ending
is
was
a plus
safe.
for me. The same familiar themes of familial love versus capitalism run amok.
I'm afraid I have a new directive. To do what's best for the company.
And the same brutal alien action done well enough to keep me hooked for 3 more of these dumb things.
Yeah.
What can I say? I'm a sucker for a good tentacle.
Oh. So
Never skimmed on the
gross.
tentacle. H.R. Geiger said that.
So many tentacles.
Starring the Rainy and Spaney falls mainly on the Planey. Oh brother,
Sure.
spare parts thou. First person looter. Her womb connects them all. What?
He wasn't that
Hey,
unintelligible.
he's a very nice person. An actual synth. And it's true. This man has no
It's his tail.
syphilis.
I thought that said alien syphilis.
Has Weyland-Yutani considered making an android that, I don't know, doesn't worship the monsters who want to crack us open like king crab legs?
Lack of oxygen and food is
Well, it's not-
no true consequence.
It's
to
not.
this
It's Wayland's fault.
organism.
So, no then. Daylight come.
Wayland needs to stop being obsessed with these things, and they'll stop making, you know, synthetics that want them. I don't know. Yeah, bro, that was really funny, but like I still love this movie so much. Two things. One, spoilers, I guess. Come on, you've seen this movie. I do find it very funny that like the whole thing with Isabella Merced's character and who the father of her kid was. I just find it okay. So here's a quick question that I had. Is that Isabella Merced's character has to be adopted, right? Because Tyler is British based on his accent, or space British. His cousin is Bjorn, who also has a British accent, space British, again, space British. But Tyler's sister is Kay. Kay has an American accent. And so I was like, okay, so is she his adopted sister? Because then I found out through, you know, Wikipedia and sponsored by Fandom, or provided by Fandom, that Navarro is Bjorn's adopted sister, which didn't confuse me, but I was like, oh, that kind of explains why he's so protective of her in the movie, because I thought they were together. Like, I thought the whole thing with Navarro and Bjorn was that they were like they were a couple, but it turns out that she's actually, they never mentioned it in the movie, but she's his adopted sister. So is Kay Tyler's adopted sister? Because I do like the idea of like that this movie is about siblings, whether it's, you know, blood relatives like Tyler and Bjorn, or, you know, the friends we made along the way with like Andy and Rain, and then Navarro and Bjorn and Tyler and Kay. But this is all leading to the fact that, according to the director, the father of Kay's child is Bjorn, who is Tyler's cousin. So that technically means he's her cousin. Yeah, you know, Weyland-Yutani, man, they get up to some weird shit. So that's one thing. The second thing, I think the reason why this movie, I gravitated so much to this movie, is that it centers around young people. And not just young people, but young people that are desperate. And it's so, I think this might be the most relatable in terms of Alien, in terms of, like, you know, the character motivation, like why they're gonna go do something that's so obviously not a good idea, is because they're desperate, is because they're in a situation working for a company that clearly doesn't care about them, and they're looking for a way out. And guess what? This freak of nature presented itself. So yeah, no, I want to see the sun, so I'm gonna go somewhere where we get to see the sun and live happy lives in Yavaga, along with my pregnant sister and my cousin who's slightly a dick. Yeah, no, I mean, I obviously you're like, don't do it, but I got why they did it, you know what I mean? And I felt like if I was in that situation, obviously I wouldn't go up there, but like I would understand why other people would. So yeah, no, I love this movie. I love this movie so much. There's actually and the last thing I'll say, there's actually a sound cue after Andy turns, like he becomes all British, like, where that's actually my favorite cue in the movie. I think it's called, I have it on Spotify. I think it's called like He's Glitchy or something. It's so good. It's my favorite track. It's, well, I love this movie. But thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on Alien Romulus. Leave let's have a nice discussion in the comments. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please like, subscribe to YN, and I will see you all later for our Haunting in Hogsmeade Hogwarts Legacy live stream. So let's stay tuned for that. Take care.
I know you've been looking for a breakthrough, trying our best to make do. Every day is something new, but change gon' come, oh yes it's true. Brighter days are straight ahead.